G'day everyone, Rachel here from Rara Stitching Realm. Just remembered I was meant to fix up the photo, the cover photo thing, eventually. Welcome. Guess what I forgot to do yesterday? Film a video. So I'm doing a bit of a hastily put together video this morning. I've got a little bit to show you. I think I should have had 3 things to show you, but I didn't really stitch on the 3rd thing at all. I don't even know why it didn't get a lot of love. So yeah, I've only got 2 things to show you. Something that came in the post, and I've lost my page. A thing here, which I'll do now in case I lose it. First of all, which is why this is so hastily put together, hello to new subscribers. I am a Kiwi floss tuber in the South Island of New Zealand. G'day to those returning. I'm sure you all know that Nashville, the Needlework Expo, has been cancelled in March. So I am curious to know where you're all seeing sneak peeks of what's being released. The only place I know of so far is Needlework Expo on Instagram. Can you see that properly? I'm following there. I don't know if there's another option, a better option. This certainly looks like it's showing, who's that? Beth Twist. Ooh, that looks quite nice. Let's not look at Instagram while we're filming a video. Yeah, so I'm just curious to know, is this where you're all getting your sneak peeks, or is there somewhere else that you are finding out what's going to come available? Okay, let's look at my piles. According to my diary, I should have had another day on Sarah Casey Unwin after I showed you it last time. I'm not convinced there's anything else to show you, but I think I'll just have a quick look. I don't think so. I think this is where, so I can't have done another day, possibly. I was working on the, oh no, hang on a minute. I think I've done the little leaf things. I don't think they were there last time. And I won't be able to, I don't even know my rotation. This is pretty poor. Lucy, Sarah, Sarah, Lucy. Oh. Help. Okay, well, that's where we're at with Sarah Casey Unwin at this point in time. Yeah, something's not right in my mind. That can't have been the last thing I was working on. Or am I? I'm very confused suddenly. I should really stop and redo. I thought, don't show it yet. So Lucy's the top of the thing. Okay. It's the other Sarah. Right. Let me see if I can find it quickly. Not that one. Possibly that one. That one. Okay. I don't remember where I was on this when I showed you this. I should have watched the last video. Okay, it is kind of coming back to me, just tidying it up. So, this is Sarah Watson from Whilst Iris Naps. I'm just trying to find the cover. Is it all stapled together? It is all stapled together. I'm going to have a bit of a mess. Okay, and I think what I had started was the numbers. I think I'd done the orange letters and the numbers there. And I think I said that I was getting a bit faffed with having to change colours every couple of letters, so that I might continue and just do these numbers here because they were all the same colour. that's where I think we were at. This is where we are. We have completed the top row and we have done the second row as well. So I think I did better than expected. Yay me. And it's looking very pretty. I am using, what's the called for? Okay, I'm doing the DMC conversion and I'm doing it on 36 count light mocha. Okay. Let's at least try to keep everything together. Alright, well that's a little bit better than expected. I was really thinking I had nothing to show you all. I'm pleasantly surprised with myself. So that's the last project in the rotation, and then the next project in the rotation, or the start of the rotation, is Lucy Calcott. So that is Lucy Calcott, and I should in this instance be able to insert a picture of where it was. Oh, how am I doing this? I still haven't got my head around this technology. Can't do that. I should be able to show you. I photographed them at the end of the rotation. Oh, don't knock the camera. I photographed the whips at the end of the rotation, so I should be able to insert a picture that hopefully will have shown you where I was before I started stitching on it now. I think that's right. So in the interest of not knowing in technology, I was working on this motif up here. So I actually had a very good stitching experience with Lucy. I was very pleased with myself. She is folded in the wrong way completely. Good girl. And I will actually just do a little number because it's so big to hold up. So I finished that motif altogether, and I worked on this motif. So all of that, things in the way. It's a very hard, oh yes, you can actually see. So that top line there is on the page that I'm working on, and the rest is on the next pages down. I'm kind of operating on completely finishing, so even if it goes into another page, I just didn't quite get there in time, but the whole top part is complete. So if I now hold it out, get a better idea. I'm very pleased with my progress on Lucy, finally. So there are two more, I think. Yes, there are two more motifs in that gap that need to be done, and then that will be pages 1 to 3 finished. Okay, that's Lucy looking good. And then the next project off the ranks is Gwen Morrison, which is a New Zealand sampler. Yeah. I'll insert a picture of where it was. Because I can't remember where it was. But again, I did quite well. I had to break into a new skein of Presidential Blue. And I have done quite a bit more, I think. I think I was looking at it now, so I was halfway through this line here, so everything below that is what I did. So that, the end of the Z and the 1 and the 2. Okay, so we aren't quite back to front. So we've still got a little bit of this line to do, and then everything below. I should be able to finish this in the next round. It's famous last words, and I should never say things like that. But okay, and then I should have worked on don't show that yet. Don't show that yet. What is that? Yes, the red and green sampler, and I put in about 10 stitches, and then I got sidetracked for something, and then I don't quite know why I didn't give it any more love. So I was actually thinking, I've been to the supermarket this morning and thinking I've got to do this video. It's probably my least liked of my 7, and I don't know, now that I've got that in my head, I don't know if I should just quit while I'm ahead. There's only a little bit of stitching. The fabric can be used for something else. The threads can be used for something else. I know there is a lady at Stitchy Group who really would like the chart. I don't know. I need to look at it for a little while and decide. So that's where we're up to. Today, the 21st. So today we are back to Sarah Casey Unwin. I got my Sarahs mixed up. So I will work, I've put it all away now. I will work on the flowers on the borders first, get that completely finished before I then start working on any of the motifs. Yeah, okay. And what I'm thinking, I film 10, 20 and 30th of the month. Obviously there's no 30 in February. And I was going to film next Sunday, which is the 28th, the last day. But it's only a week from now, for one thing. Number 2 is that I have Stitchy Group in the afternoon, and with this camera now it takes so much longer to upload onto YouTube. The iPhone, I could film a video and get it all onto YouTube within half an hour. This takes over an hour now without any editing, and I've got to add some pictures in. So I think what I'm going to do for this month only, because it's only February that's affected, I won't film now until the 10th of March. And then that will give me a decent amount of stuff to show. And B, it will just mean that things aren't rushed and stressed and everything next week. So that is my plan. So after today, the next one will be the 10th of March, and then we will be back to normal 10, 20, 30 of every month. The last thing that I have to show you that hadn't arrived in time for the last video is this book, Christmas Cross Stitch, The Magic of Christmas to Cross Stitch, French Charm for Your Stitch Work by Veronique. Veronique, I'm not even going to begin to pronounce her last name. You all know who she is. I picked this up off Book Depository. Oh, it's gone now. There was a paw under the door. I just noticed. I was thinking, what's this dark thing I can see out of the corner of my eye? Here's a paw under the door. So, yes, Book Depository, I believe, is where I got it from. I don't think I've put anything in here. No. But it's got lots of lovely... is that the one on the front? No. There is a very nice, if I can find it, wreath. No, that's not it, but that's very sweet too. I don't know. So there's all the pictures at the front and then all the charts at the back. I thought that there was a nice, maybe it is. Oh, there it is. So it's here somewhere. It's at the front. There. Very sweet wreath. A lot of back stitching, but very nice. And I would imagine it's all DMC. Yep. I don't recognise any of the numbers. Yep. I'd say that's all DMC. So a nice little book to add to my collection of cross-stitching books, primarily Christmas cross-stitching books. Okay, I think that is it. Before I choke myself. So if you can let me know where you're looking at or getting information for sneak peeks for Nashville, I'd be really keen to have a nosy. And the only other thing to remember is I'll be back, this will be the longest gap, I'll be back around the 10th or on the 10th. What day of the week is the 10th? It's a Wednesday. Perfect. There shouldn't be anything that I need to do. I will be back on the 10th, so there won't be a video at the end of this month just because the time frame is too short. If I have instances where I don't stitch, there's not going to be anything to show. I've got no more stash on the horizon arriving, so yeah, that is that. Have a good stitching couple of weeks, I guess it'll be, and I will catch you around the 10th of the month. Take care everyone. Bye for now.